for a second. I was actually back at the prom for a moment. I flashed back.
How was it?
This is better. Believe me.
Thank you. That was very nice.
Oh, yeah, you look fantastic.
Thanks.
You look terrific.
Thank you.
You know,
Good to meet you. You're very funny.
Thank you very
much.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. And he's wearing his wedding suit.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yep.
He got married in that suit.
How long ago was that?
In March.
Oh.
Coming up on a year.
Okay, congratulations. How's it going?
Great.
You think?
Yeah.
You just gonna laugh?
What do you think? I should doubt it?
Wow!
I don't know.
What did you hear about Andy's marriage?
Nothing.
Is there something in the grapevine that I'm not picking up on? You're like, do you think? Really? You think it's going to work out?
I'm just asking.
All right.
Sounds like you're confident.
Yeah.
Very nice.
See? What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, you should be proud. You're confident.
That's very nice of you to say. Things are going very well for you, of course.
You.
Wings has been on the air for, what, 20 years now? Or
About
something?
25, yeah.
When did it actually go? When did it go on the air? It was
6 years ago. I don't know. I didn't count.
You feel like it's almost been around longer because it's on every channel now.
Isn't
they
it,
syndicate it. You can flick from channel to channel, and
I know it.
I see Wings. There's an all Wings channel. I think actually
Right.
they just started.
It is.
On cable.
I saw the other night I was watching. It was flicking Pat in on the channels, and Married with Children was on, and he was sitting there in the chair, and he was flicking the TV and goes, Wings, Wings, Wings.
It's getting that way, huh? Are you enjoying
When
it?
you're mentioned on another show, that means something's happening.
Something really big
It's
is happening.
a huge compliment.
I've been on America's Most Wanted.
Oh, that's good.
I was like, yeah! It was an alimony payment thing.
Ah, I see.
You don't want to know.
You haven't been married, have you?
No, never been married. No. Someday, though. Someday.
Well, we are having, by the way, I'm the auctioneer at the Looking for Mr. Right contest tonight. We're auctioning off like really cool happening bachelors, but you can come. And why must I do that?
I don't want your pity. I don't want your pity.
We're auctioning off really eligible, really cool bachelors.
Really, this is one of those meat market things where they say, like, who are we talking about, first of all? What kind of guys?
Well, first of all, it's for the American Heart Association, all the money, all the thousands that these women are going to bid for them for, and hopefully they'll be throwing money up on stage and hooping and hollering. And actually, it's a black tie event. And they bought tickets, so all this money is going to the American Heart Association. Diet Right is sponsoring all this, and we're auctioning off like art gallery owners and architects and you know, very wealthy men.
This is terrible. You're objectifying men. You're treating them like sex objects.
Absolutely.
Oh.
But it's for.
All right.
Since it's for a good cause, it's like, you know, guilt-free sexism.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay.
There's a protective environment where sexism is okay.
Is okay.
All right. Now, I heard, is Fabio one of the guys that's in this thing?
Yes.
So you
Fabio's
actually,
one of the dudes.
have you met Fabio yet?
No, I haven't met him.
Wow. You're going to meet Fabio. So you have no idea what he's like? You haven't interacted at all with him?
Don't you wish I had some scoop? I have known nothing. I have no
I had
scoop.
something. I actually, we found out you were doing this thing with Fabio, and we actually listened. He has an album out. Are you aware that he has an album?
Well, your producer showed me that.
Fabio has an album. We actually, is it okay if we play a cut of it right now? I think you should have heard some of his album before you meet him.
Okay.
It seems really right, because you can say, hey, I've checked out the album. It sounds really good.
Okay.
Dana, just roll this little clip of Fabio.
One of the most important things about a woman is a sense of humor. It's this sense of humor that breaks down our inhibitions.
Our inhibitions.
I like that. I think it's a good song.
Okay.
He likes him with a sense of humor. I don't know, you should, if you want to score with Fabio, just make a lot of jokes and stuff. He'll like that.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for that
tip.
input there.
Yeah, I'll help you out. This sounds like fun, though. It's going to be, and what happens? Are you actually one of the auctioneers in this thing?
Yeah, I'm auctioning off the babes and telling everybody about them, and hopefully have some jokes here and there, or put downs, or whatever comes to mind. And this is a kickoff that Diet Right is doing. They're doing a Looking for Mr. Right contest, where you write down like you're Mr. Right, and why you think he's Mr. Right, and you send it in, and you like win a trip or something.
Oh, cool.
A trip to Hawaii.
So actually, people might get married from this. It's possible that someone would bid, and it's just a joke, and then they end up marrying Fabio or something.
Well, I think depending on how much you bid is how long you can keep him.
Oh, really? So if someone bid like $50 million, they could store Fabio in their garage. I think that's okay. That would be. You have to stay there. All right, hang on one sec because I want to hear about Happy Days. I know you were in an episode of Happy Days a long time ago.
I was on the series.
I know you were in the series, but there's actually a moment, and I just love.
You remember so
I
well?
love Happy Days lore, and I must hear about this. Hang on, folks. We'll have more with Crystal Bernard in just a second. We're back, folks, with Crystal Bernard. I just wanted to ask you, because I know you played a character on Happy Days.
Casey.
Casey, who was...
Cunningham.
You were someone's niece,
Mr.
right?
and Miss C. I was their niece.
You were
on the
their
show,
niece.
yeah.
And was that a fun experience? Because I think
man, it
Happy
was
Days
so
is
cool.
becoming this icon of the, of all our youth.
Well, I mean, imagine me. Was just a young girl, like 3:30, the Happy Days reruns when I got home from school. Oh, I didn't do this. Well, I went up and did this. Then, I came out to Los Angeles, and pretty soon after I got out there, I got this show. Lucky, God, then something happened. And so there I am on the set, and there's the Fonz over there, and I'm standing in Mr. and Mrs. C's living room, and they're talking to me, and, it was really cool.
You know they are actors playing those parts. Hate to break it to you.
Appreciate it.
But I understand, though, you had it didn't all go smoothly. Something happened that scarred you on the set of Happy Days.
The most embarrassing moment of my life was on Happy Days, still to this day. Maybe it's because I was young, but do you remember Arnold's where the doors fly open? Okay, I walk into Arnold's, and, we're dressed 50s and have a skirt on and the hair. And I walked down to the Arnold's table where Fonzie and Ted McGinley, who played the coach on the show, they were sitting down there, and we just found out they had to go to war, and we were real happy for them, and they were excited. And I said, okay, I'm going to go home and sew name tags in your underwear. And that's my joke line. In the context, it was funny.
When you were there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was my joke line where the laugh came, and then I turned around and I walked out, back through the doors. And so I said my line, so I rushed home and sew name tags in your underwear. I turned around, I got the hugest laugh. It rolled and it rolled, it went on, and I'm standing backstage going, I'm funny. I'm funny.
Funny right here,
Right here.
Uh-huh.
And then Scott Baio comes running around the stage, and he goes, Crystal, your skirt is tucked up into your pantyhose, and your whole entire behind is just walking back through the door. And not only did you see my behind, but the kind of panties that I had on, well, if they were like regular panties or maybe sexy panties, maybe we could get by with that. But no, at that point, I was 16, 17. My mom still bought my underwear. So there were these huge old, this is true, these huge cotton panties, high-waisted things, with the ruffles. This is not a joke. Like this around them. And it was smished in. My pantyhose were smishing the ruffles in.
Oh, when are we going to see this? Can't we see this?
Yeah, well,
When?
fortunate. So very, very, very fortunate for myself. That was on camera, and there was a live audience. We had 4 cameras filming it. And they so very kindly played it over and over during rap parties, and anytime we would all gather, they would replay that event, and I've certainly recovered.
You
not
just barely
so well.
recovered. Yeah, you had, things are fine now, but you had a road, a hard road up. You also were in a slumber, it was one of those slumber party massacre movies.
Thank you for bringing that up.
I just had to. I'm sorry.
Bringing up
People
some
like
of
to
my
know.
upper scale projects, yes. It's called Slumber Party Massacre 2.
Because 1 was a piece of crap, but 2.
Didn't,
2, they got it together. So what's the premise of this movie? Is it just like a Jason guy
Don't
coming
you
at
wish
you?
they would have just got the original cast back on 2? Who was in the original? Why didn't they bring those folks back? Because they wouldn't do it, that's why. And they had to hire suckers to come do the... No, you want to know really about
Yeah,
that?
I'm just curious what kind of bad guy they had.
Well, it was a guy named Atanas Illich, was the actor who played the Driller Killer. And he was he was like Prince, he did these rock things, and he had a guitar, and it had a drill on the end, and then he drilled folks.
Where can you get a guitar with a drill on the end?
Well,
I just saw like every kind of guitar in the world at this rock and roll.
yeah, in the
and
beginning
there's not
there's
one
none.
with a killing drill at the end. So it was a fun project. You learned.
I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. And
You have to
screamed a lot.
you have to
Yeah,
scream
scream.
constantly in those movies.
Yeah.
I think actually we have a clip from Slumber Party. Slumber Party Massacre 2. I believe we have a clip, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just take a look at this quick clip right now, because you're always surprised who
Thank you,
turns
Conan.
up in these things.
I'm going to be back real soon.
I
on
know
your show.
you will. Let's just take a look, Dana.
Okay.
Remember that?
You're my hero.
Yeah,
Remember that?
He will do everything.
I was hoping that was his sister. I was just hoping.
Well,
No.
for a long time, I could only get roles playing the big girl. I finally broke out of that. I can do other
Oh,
stuff.
mercy. All right. Oh, I really do hope you will come
gosh.
back. It was actually really fun having you on the show. Will you come back
Thank
sometime?
you. Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. And listen, best of luck with the auction. Of course, Wings, NBC, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Crystal Bernard, everybody. We'll be right back. We'll see you. Bye-bye.